Before the start of the 2022-23 season, after repeated attempts at winning the Scudetto yielded no fortune, a revamp was needed in Napoli, with boyhood heroes and record breakers departing Naples. Out with the old, in with the new, and a promise of more game time for selected individuals. The season started and Spalletti's army won their opening two matches, away to Hellas Verona and at home to Monza. Their next matches against Fiorentina and Lecce saw them share the spoils equally. But what happens next set the title race afoot. They picked up 33 points, winning 11 matches at a stretch, before stumbling to Inter Milan in a 1-0 defeat. The defeat to Inter was nothing but a scratch as they picked themselves up again and grabbed another 24 points, winning 8 more matches at a go. But in most famous path to title glory, there is always the bumpy road, and after the FIFA World Cup, the northern Italian side took some hits but bounced back almost immediately. These landmarks were spearheaded by their dazzling Georgian Victor Osimhen and the deadly marksman, the Nigerian Victor Osimhen. A nightmare for defenders, too technical to handle, but still Napoli had to prove themselves worthy of being called title contenders. They started winning big matches and derbies. Lazio, Milan, Atalanta, Roma, Juventus all coughed up 3 points each to the Neapolitans in their first encounter, with Victor and Victor raining firepower match day in, match day out. The more the fans chanted their names, the more their potency to deliver. As a duo, they were destructive. Individually, they are ravishing competitors, as Victor created chaos along the flank. Victor got them vital goals inside and outside the box. The long-range strike versus Roma, the brace against Juve, and the winner at home to Bologna, accompanied by many more spectacular moments for the Nigerian and the Georgian. In the middle of the park was Sambo Anguissa, Stanislav Lobotka, and Piotr Zielinski, dominating and providing protection. At the heart of the Naples defense was Amir Rahmani, pairing the solid Kim Min-jae and Captain Giovanni Di Lorenzo, commanding and inspiring, while Alex Meret provided cover in goal, conceding 23 goals along 26 matches. Their run of 19 wins from 20 league games stretching from September until the end of February was a key part which undoubtedly thrusted them into the most commanding Serie A position seen for years. With Juventus losing 15 points which would later be returned, Inter's frontline firepower repeatedly shooting blanks, AC Milan with a dreadful run of winless performances, while Roma were plagued with inconsistent plays as Lazio ran out of juice to compete on Napoli's level. The boys from Naples dominated the league, so they did in the Champions League also, before getting knocked out by AC Milan over a two-legged tie in the quarterfinals. With the Champions League trophy out of sight, Napoli laid laser focus on the Scudetto and eventually became title favourites after their opposition performances granted them safe passage to lift a Scudetto that has constantly eluded the northern Italian side for 33 years. However, falling to draws against Hellas Verona and Salernitana meant the crowning moment was delayed for one more historical fixture away at Udinese. Lovrich opened the goal-scoring lines for Udinese, and in the 52nd minute, history maker Victor James Osimhen equalized by pouncing on a loose ball in the box. There and then, history, glory, and celebrations erupted for the boys in Naples, the moment they've been dreaming for decades within their reach. With the superstar Nigerian breaking and setting multiple records in the league's history, is now the highest goal-scoring African in a single Serie A campaign, edging past greats Samuel Eto'o, George Weah, Mo Salah, and Obafemi Martins with 23 goals. He is also the all-time leading African scorer in the Serie A with 47 goals and counting, edging past George Weah, a record unbroken in 23 years. With his 23 league goals so far this season, Osimhen is on course to be the first African to win the Serie A Golden Boot. How nostalgic that the crowning moment was at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, a symbol of historical significance, seemingly because the last time Naples witnessed a Scudetto triumph, it was delivered by the iconic Argentine. The 2023 winning class will long go down in history, and the citizens of Naples will fondly remember how their heroes managed to replicate what the side last achieved in 33 years. The final chapter of this tale is whether Spalletti and De Laurentiis will be able to convince the stars who have come of age and those who have reinvented themselves to remain Napoli players, as they have certainly gained significant interest from the continent's biggest European sides. But till then, it's Hola Campions, Forza Napoli Sempre.